Hello, welcome along, Nigel with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench. Welcome back to the channel, and here we have today a review of this brand new, slightly damp, slightly moist catalogue from 2025. It's literally just arrived this morning in the post. It's been very, very wet here this morning in Gloucestershire, so hence the jiffy bag was literally like paper mache around the catalogue, and the catalogue is quite damp. I don't know if you can see it in the light, but it's all sort of all wrinkled up and everything, but let's get it done before it falls apart, because it's probably not designed to be wet. Right, so I haven't even looked inside. You can see the spine is completely unfolded, non-folded should I say. So on the front here we've got Airfix 2025, excitement is building, which is their slogan. Includes full Humbrol paint and accessories range. So that's pretty cool. And on the front here we've got the brand new Jaguar, which is coming out very shortly. Is that the artwork for the 72nd scale one? I believe it is, because the 48th scale one has it going away, doesn't it? But yes, they are bringing out they're re-releasing a 72nd scale Jaguar and bringing out a brand new tool Jaguar. So looking forward to that. So we have a big welcome message down here, and then here we have a contents. And you can see we have quick build, social media, aerodrome, workbench, hobby rewards, Airfix, club, Jaguar history, what's in the box, starter sets and gift sets, space gift sets, military aircraft, 72nd, 48th, 24th. Please Airfix, do 32nd scale. We'd love you if you did. Military vehicles, vintage classic sets, aircraft, military vehicles, military figures, ships, technical index, and Humbrol. So there we go. And we can see some good old favourites there and some brand new kits as well. So here we have the quick builds. If you go back a couple of months, I did a quick build live with Moss over on his channel, and we built the Sherman tank quick builds, and they were a lot of fun. So here you can see we've got the Bugatti Chiron, all in black, and then we've got the VW camper van. So I should imagine a lot of youngsters would absolutely love that, and adults as well, I expect. We've got London taxi here. So this is the LEVC taxi. And then we've got the London bus. If you want to go see that being built, go on to Moss's channel, Moss6510, and he's actually built that. And it's quite a big model actually. And then here we've got the Huracan, Aventador, the I-Pace. We have a beautiful 68 Mustang. We have a not so beautiful 18 Mustang. And we have a Ford F-150 Raptor. The reason I say not so beautiful is because that is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, I love that. I've got the 17, which I think is better looking, but that's just my opinion. So there we go. And then here we have McLaren Speedtail, a Jeep Quicksand Concept. So that's like a fenderless Jeep. We've got the Gladiator Overland, which is basically a Jeep pickup, which is beautiful. We've got the McLaren P1, Audi TT, and Audi R8. And then here we've got in 35th scale, which is a real nice size. If you want to get a present for someone who's, you know, youngster, whatever, these things are absolutely lovely. They've got workable tracks and everything. We've got the Tiger One and the Sherman. And as I say, you'll see me do a build of that with Moss over on his channel. They go together lovely. And here we've got our aircraft. And as you can see, they're very much like sort of Lego kind of. I guess the Airfix would like me for saying that. But you can see that all the separate parts are coloured. So when you end up with for the example of the Spitfire, you end up with a completely camouflaged looking, painted looking model. So we've got the Spitfire, the 109, the Apache, we've got a P-51D, we've got a D-Day Spitfire and a D-Day P-51. The difference of those being they have the stripes on the wings. So it looks like the Mustang has them. That's got the stripes anyway. So this has just got the blue instead of the yellow on there. And then this one here, it looks like the stripes are going to be the same as that one, but as stickers. And you can see by the time of D-Day, the brown and green camouflage had gone, and the grey and green camouflage was in. So they will look like two different models once they're built. We've got a Red Arrows Hawk, a BAE Hawk, an F-35 Lightning, a Eurofighter Typhoon, F-22, and a Harrier. Nice. Okay, there's the 24th scale Spitfire, which is a gorgeous model. So we've got Aerodrome here, which is basically, go over to airfix.com, Aerodrome, and you can have a look on there and get a weekly blog. Is it a weekly blog? It's an Aerodrome blog. I thought it was weekly. And then here we've got the workbench. So you've got the stay up to date with all the latest news from the world of Airfix. Workbench blog is the place to be. So go and have a look on there. And over here, sorry, social media, connect with Airfix fans worldwide. And you've got down here Facebook, X, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, airfix.com and TikTok. So yeah, there's all those different channels there you can go and look at. They're all over them. There's lots of YouTube videos as well with how to build and kit releases and everything. So here we got the your hobby, but even better. So we've got hobby rewards. So you can join today and get 200 points. And you can do the same with Pocker and all the different Hornby companies. You can join and get your hobby rewards. Airfix Club. So here they've pinched Moss's idea of having the tag on the door for Do Not Disturb. We've got some stickers there. We've got an Airfix Club badge, a key ring, a passport, modelling checklist. Here we go. And a few bits and pieces and a couple of kits there. And they're going to be in special limited edition decals for that version. So it's the ME410. So there we go. And then here we have the big cats, Sepicat Jaguar GR1 and GR1A, and this is the 48 scale one. And you can see them there, there's 4 of them in all their beauty. You can see them couple here being refueled by a lovely tanker, Victor. And then here we've got one stood on a, looks like a snowy landscape, looking very beautiful. I used to make components for the engines in those, the Adores. So I've actually got this on order, so as soon as it arrives you'll see it here on the channel at Nigel's Multimensch. So what's on the box? What's on the box? Airfix kits. Let me start again. Easy for you to say. Airfix kits are available in 4 types: starter sets, gift sets, classic, and vintage. There's also the ordinary ones. So I don't know why they're. You can also get ordinary Airfix kits. So we have starter sets, which are basically starter sets of many years ago. Don't be confused, like the ones you see in Aldi and stuff. They were basically old kits. Old small kits with some paint and glue. The new starter sets are actually starter sets. They are designed for beginners, and if you go back and look on my channel, I've done a review of the 72nd scale Airfix starter set for the Spitfire and compared it to the Airfix 172nd scale Spitfire not starter set, and you can see there's a massive difference between the two. They really have changed their ways. The gift sets, ideal for more advanced modelers and include glue, paint and brushes. So if you've got a relative or a friend or whatever, you want to buy them a gift, or indeed for yourself, and you've got a couple of kits under your belt, but you don't really have much in the way of paints and brushes and stuff, the gift sets are a really good way to go. Of course, if it's someone like me that's got all the tools and got everything I need, just go for the ordinary kits, because I don't need the gift set. I probably wouldn't use the paints supplied in there anyway, because I'd rather use my own paints through the airbrush and the really toxic ones that are really poisonous and everything, whereas these aren't. Classic kits, so this is what they're calling classic kits. So a classic kit is a kit on its own without any glue, paint and brushes, available in multiple finish options depending on the kit series. So this is just your standard kit. So you're getting a plastic kit and it will say on there glue and paint not provided. And then you've got your vintage classics, and this is something that Airfix really do nicely, I think. They actually released their old kits that were around when we were children, or if you're as old as me, when we were children, but they actually label them vintage classics. They're not just reboxing really old junk or really old kits and they're telling you it's new. They're reboxing old kits. They've gone through them, they've perhaps done some refurbishment with the tooling, a few checks and everything. I can tell you, for example, I know for a fact, if you look at the 124 scale Stuka, I had a very old tooling sent to me and the canopy got broken. Airfix sent me a new clear sprue and the canopy was very clear compared to the old one. So they'd obviously reworked that tooling or polished it or whatever. So there we go. So you can see they're basically telling you down here, you've got history, flying hour, skill level, paint list, schemes, decals, product code, model scales. They've missed out the dates on here. One thing that is very nice about Airfix kits, they tell you on the side of the box. I'm actually imminently got the Lysander on the way, so I'll show it all when we get that one in. But basically they tell you the date of tooling and the date of release. So that's also another really nice thing, which with other manufacturers you have to go back and try and find the tooling date. I've just done a video of a Tamiya kit that's just been re-released very recently, and it's actually like a 1976 tooling. So it's even Tamiya don't always tell you the truth. Well, they're not lying to you, they're not sort of misguiding you, they just don't tell you. Whereas Airfix tell you, they will tell you on their tooled 1976, released 2024, that kind of thing. So here we got starter sets. Here we have the RLI lifeboat. I will say, my personal opinion, this is not a starter's model. This is not for starters. They've called it a starter set. You need a couple of kits under your belt to build this, I think. Otherwise it's going to be very, very challenging. But something like a Spitfire, the ME109 or the P51, those starter sets, which we're going to see now, they'd be ideal as your first model kits for whatever age. And then you've got additional decals so you can do any lifeboat that you want to do. And going over here, we have the Spitfire, absolutely perfect first time model. P51 perfect. BF109 perfect. You can see this one has 26 pieces, this one has 31, this one has 30. Compare that to the 72nd scale Spitfire, the ordinary 72nd scale kit. I think it has something like 78 pieces, so it's like 3 times the pieces. Here we have the Hawk. Here we go. This one's got 24 pieces, so again it's a very simplified version. The Lightning is a beautiful starter set kit because obviously jet's very easy to paint, it's just one colour. Same with the Typhoon. This is a brand new moulding, which I think has just been released. So there we go. We've got some cars here, and remember these are in 43rd scale, so I don't think because you see model cars like this big, they're going to be like sort of this long. So you've got here the Chiron, the McLaren 765 LT. You've got the Lamborghini Huracan, the Pagani Huayra, however you say it, and then we've got a Land Rover Series 1. I must get myself one of those because I'm a big Land Rover fan, as most of you know. Jaguar E-Type, Moss has done a build of that on his channel, and then we got the Aston Martin DB5, and you can see with all of these, 39 parts, 29 parts, 23 parts, they're all very low part count, but remember they're all 43rd scale, so they're not very big. If you expected something like that, they're that big. 72nd scale Sherman starter set, and the Tiger, again very low parts count. And then here we've got the old Mary Rose, very old model. This one, it'll tell you on the side of the box this was originally tooled, you know, back in dinosaur times. But this is one of those kits you can pick up in Aldi for very low money. And then we've got the gift sets. So the gift sets aren't necessarily, they're not starter sets. I don't think these are the starter set kits. In fact, yes they are, because they're on the shadow stand, so I think they are the starter set kits, but they're actually gift sets. Most come with stands, vac form bases, or informative display cards. So the thing to do is do your research. I think what you'll find in general terms, if the stands are a shadow of the actual aircraft, I think you'll find that means they are a starter set. Okay, I wish they would tell you how many pieces there are in here. Moss is the person to go to ask the question. He knows all of these. He'll know that, for instance, that's a starter set, that's not, you know. But we can see here they've all got shadow stands, so I assume these are all starter sets. I will have to ask the question. And then here we've got the Sherman and the Tiger. I'm assuming they are starter sets as well. And then here, HMS Belfast, that's not starter sets. So here we've got, this is HMS Belfast as a gift set. So you've got a 600 scale model kit, and then you've got all your paints, brushes and glues in there. And then over here we have the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight gift set. So you've got the Spitfire, the Hurricane and the Lancaster. Here we've got the Squadron 617 Squadron Dambusters 80th anniversary. So we've got the Spitfire and the Lightning. You've got the mine there, and then here we've got the 172nd scale Battle of Britain. Again, I'm not sure. You'll have to ask somebody more in the know which ones of these are starter sets, or if any of them are starter sets. I know the 111 isn't, because it's not available as a starter set, nor is the Hurricane. But it could be that the Spitfire and the 109 could be starter sets. I don't know. And then we've got here the D-Day fighter gift set. Again, 5 aircraft all on one stand. Great way to buy lots of models if you want to get them for a bargain price. And then here we've got a 172nd scale D-Day Air Assault. Again, these are all gift sets with all your paints. D-Day Operation Overlord. And then we've got a Willys MB Jeep and a BAE Harrier. So I know that they are not starter sets. The 172nd scale Western Sea King, beautiful kit. Haven't built one, seen lots of them built, heard nothing but good things about it. So that's a very, very good one for somebody who's a bit fussy. And here we are back with some beautiful kits here. The old Airfix 144 scale space shuttle with the boosters and the fuel tank. So that's really nice. Here is a brand new kit, SLS Artemis. I've actually got this on order, so as soon as that comes out you'll see it here. Really looking forward to building that. It's only 79 parts, so it should go together very, very quickly. It doesn't have the stand included, okay, so bear that in mind. But no doubt somebody will come up with a 3D printed stand, because if you look, it just basically repeats pretty much of the same section. So they'll make that as a repeat, and then they'll have this as one piece, I should think. And then here we've got the, again, as I saw just now, the space shuttle. I'm going to get that as well. And then here we've got the Saturn V. I'm not going to be getting that, I'm sorry. There's no way I'm buying that, because I've already got it. So there we go. But when that comes out, I think I'll do a build of that, because I've done the Revell one and it was very, very popular. A lot of you loved it. Perhaps I'll do that one as well. And then here we're going into our new aircraft kit. So there's the Lysander, which I cannot wait. It should be here in the post today. I can't wait to get it. And then here we've got 72nd scale, 48th and 24th. So we'll quickly whip through these. So we've got a reintroduction. So when they say a reintroduction, it means it's the same kit reintroduced. If it says re-released, it's going to be a re-release, and it's generally got different decals or something. So reintroduction, it's the same kit. So that's the old Fokker Rheindecker. Curtiss P40B, P51 and a Hurricane. We've got a Zero there, a 109E4 and a Spitfire Mark 1A. And then here we've got another reintroduction of the Royal Aircraft Factory BE2C. Don't be confused. When you see RAF on Warbird Aircraft, it's not Royal Air Force, it's Royal Aircraft Factory. And then here we've got 1/72 scale new schemes. We've got the 109, and then we've got the old Spitfire PR, what's that, 14, Messerschmitt Bf109G6, FW190A8, and then we've got a Typhoon P51, new schemes in the Hurricane. I've actually built that one. And then we've got the Spitfire Mark 5C. And then here we've got a good old Tiger Moth, Bolt & Paul Defiant. Lots of you love that aircraft. And then we've got the F4F Wildcat. I love that aircraft myself. Got the Gladiator, Fallen Gnat, Hunting Percival, Jet Provost, and a Hawker Tempest. Beautiful aircraft. And then here we have a brand new mould, 1/72 scale. I've got this on order as well. Westland Wessex HC2. Beautiful model. How they've got all that detail in a 72nd scale kit, I don't know. When you look at this, when you look at these models on the website, you would think it's 48 scale. You can see there we've got 3 different schemes as well, which are all lovely, all camouflage. Some of them are bright with the stripes and everything. Can't wait to get my teeth into that one. And then here we've got a 109, a 262, a Bristol Beaufort, a Stuka. We've got a Hawker Siddeley Harrier GR1. That's the real old one. And then we've got the Westland Sea King, MiG-17, and a Bristol Blenheim Mark 1F reintroduced. And we've got a night fighter and a night aircraft and a daytime aircraft scheme there. So here we have the ME410, new parts and new schemes. So this was only released, was it last year, 2023, and now it's out again with new schemes, or was it 2022? I can't remember now. I should actually get that because I've got a load of 3D printed resin for that. And then here we've got Gloucester Meteor, we've got a de Havilland Mosquito and a Bristol Blenheim. Long nose, I wish they would do that in 48 scale. And then here we've got Heinkel HE111H6 with the torpedoes. We've got a P2, Messerschmitt ME410A, that's the original release. And then we've got a B25 Mitchell there. And that's the B25C or D. So you can see it's the glass nose. Still going on a 72nd scale, we've got an amazing scheme there on that Chinook. So we've got new parts, new schemes. So this is the HC1 late. This was the one that was released. Oh, blimey, that was it this year, last year? I think it was 2024 that was released, wasn't it? So there's a new release with that lovely scheme there. That's amazing. And then here we've got the Blackburn Buccaneer still available in 72nd scale, and a McDonnell Douglas Phantom, and that's in the British schemes there. We have a 72nd scale B24 with new parts. So remember, we did the B24 last year. That was the B24M, wasn't it, I think? Or H. And this is the B24D. So now we've got a glass nose rather than a turret. So lovely looking aircraft. And then there it is there, B24H. Yeah, we're talking about M. And then we've got a new scheme, B17G, coming back. So that's nice to see. A lot of people love that model, and that again, we've got an RAF scheme and a US Air Force scheme there, or US Army Air Force should I say. And then here we've got the Lancaster B3. Okay, so that's the paddle prop one, or the Packard engine one, should I say, sorry. And then here we've got the Armstrong Whitley, Vickers Wellington, beautiful looking model. We've got that very interesting scheme there with the yellow belly. We've got a reintroduction of the Handy Page Victor. I will probably get one of those because I love the Victor. I've got the Revell one, I've got the Matchbox one, which is the same kit. I've got the Airfix one as well, I should get that one. And then here we've got the Black Book still available. We have 48 scale Supermarine Spitfire TR9. So that's very nice. If we missed a page here or something, we just jump straight into 48. So this is a brand new kit. So we've got a twin seat Spitfire here, which is what a lot of people have been asking for a very long time. So a lot of you are going to fall for that one. I know a lot of you in the comments are going to want to say, oh, not another Spitfire. Please don't waste your time, because everybody's heard it. It's just, it's like Airfix have to make what Airfix think they can sell. They're a company to make money. They're not a company to just sort of, fulfill all our requirements. And they have to justify the cost of the tooling. And the more stuff like this they can make, and they can make a massive profit on this, means they can take the risk on the lesser common stuff and make the tooling for the stuff that we all want, that the rest of the world may not want. So bear that in mind. So here we've got a 48 scale Spitfire Mark 9E. So this is a new mould. So the Mark 9E is basically the same as a Mark 9C, but it's got a different wing. Okay, so we'll have a different armament and everything. 3 schemes available in that one. So here we have the Bristol Bulldog Mark II. So that was a new release last year, wasn't it? So that's nice to see. That's still available. And then we've got the Chipmunk here, which is done in the new schemes. 3 versions of that one available. We've got the Tiger Moth and the P40B Warhawk. Okay, in 48 scale. Spitfire Mark 1 with new schemes. We've got the Mark 1A. We've got the Messerschmitt Bf 109 and the Hurricane Mark 1, all available now. And then we have Bolt and Pull Defiant, again in 48 scale, reintroduction. A lot of you are loving that kit. A lot of you want to see that in 24th scale. I can imagine it must have been very, very difficult to be a turret gunner in that, with the thing trying to dodge the guns from that while he's trying to shoot it with his guns while the plane's going. It must have been a nightmare. Curtis Tomahawk, Supermarine Spitfire Mark 12, and a Supermarine Spitfire Mark 18. There we go, all available in 48 scale. Here we go. This is the one I've been waiting for. I think this will be my kit of the year. As I say, as soon as that arrives, it's on the bench and building it. I love the Lysander, always have done, and can't wait to see it. And there's going to be more options coming. When you look at the sprues, you can see there are going to be more options coming. So we've got 2 British schemes, or 2 RAF schemes, should I say. One with the Polish and one with the British. So there we go. I'll be doing the British version purely because it doesn't have all the extra decals on it. And then here we have the Spitfire. This is new, with new schemes. So this is a PR19, sorry. Very nice. We have a Supermarine Spitfire. We have a Hawker Sea Fury, which is a beautiful big chunky aircraft. And we have another Stuka there. We've got a Gloucester Meteor in 48, de Havilland Vampire, a Fallen Gnat, and we've got the F86F Sabre, which was re-released late last year with new schemes. Anson back again with new schemes. I've done a review on that when it was released. And then we've got the Walrus, another of my favourites. I've got that kit down there. And then we've got here the Hawker Hunter FGA 9, FR10 GA11. Beautiful aircraft. And then Western Lynx coming back in 48 scale with new schemes. Nice to see that back. I hope they bring the Land Rovers back to go with it, please. And then we've got the Blackburn Buccaneer. Beautiful aircraft. Just up the road from me. There's one of those. Fairy Gannet, my kit of the year for last year, I think it was, wasn't it? Absolutely beautiful kit. Goes together like a dream. It's one of Pranjit's. Absolutely beautifully designed kit. Fantastic engineering. Again, another one from the year before, which I finished last year, and that's the Western Sea King. I did I can't remember the different versions of them now, but this is now basically the same kit with new parts and new schemes. You can see you've still got 54 schemes, but completely different schemes as well. So very, very nice. There we go. This is the one you've all been asking for, and you finally got it. So we've got the Jaguar in 4 different schemes. We've got a desert camo one, and then 3 grey green camo versions. As soon as this is available, it will be out and on my bench, because I know you all want to see it. Here's another one I've got down behind me to do, which I must get my ass in gear and get on with. 24 scale Spitfire Mark 8. I've got lots of resin and bits and pieces to go in it. So yeah, looking forward to that build very much indeed. I did the, if you remember, I did the Mark 9, and Wendy had that one. Unfortunately, Wendy's no longer with us. I'd love to know what happened to that model. It probably went in a skip. But anyway, so here we have military vehicles. So we have 35th, 48th, 72nd and 76 scale. You can see on there we've got the Ferret Scout in all its different guises. So here's 76 reintroduction. This is the old JB Models kit. Very, very simple in design. But if you want a 76 scale Land Rover, there you go. Again, you've got the Bedford truck there. It says Bedford there. I'm surprised they got away with that. And then we've got the Land Rover 1-ton FC truck. That's the forward control. Basically a big Land Rover chassis with the driver sitting over the front wheels. Beautiful. A lot of those had Rover V8s in them and they sounded absolutely amazing. And then in 76 scale again, we got the 105 light field gun. And then here in 72nd scale, we've got the RAF Bomber resupply set. I don't know if that's been re-released or if it's always been available. And we've got the US Army Air Force resupply set as well. So we've got fuel tanker, little truck, some bomb trolleys and stuff, and the same here. So very nice indeed. And then here we've got the World War II 3-ton general service truck and troops. So it's a Bedford QL series. So obviously Airfix have the license for Bedford then. And then we've got the Willys MB Jeep. Again, these are all in 76 scale. So if they're in 76, you can tell they're quite old, because I don't think they tend to release 76 scale stuff today. 72nd, it's going to be newer. I know for a fact these two are fairly new toolings, newish, and they're very nice indeed. So we've got Higgins landing craft there, Sherman Firefly Tegra 1, and then here we've got 48 scale Albion Point refueler, 3-point refueler. I've got one of those on order, and then we've got the truck. I've got one of those on order, and we've got the RAF Ground Crew here, all in 48 scale. So it's great for making a diorama with your Spitfire or whatever, as you can see there. Here we go. This is one that everybody's going to be building, even people that don't like AFVs. Elvis FV622 Stalwart Mark II. So there we go. She's a beauty. Complex suspension system, faithfully reduced. I don't know if it's going to be working or what. We shall see. I meant to ask Dale when he was on with us last week. And here it does look like, I just want to confirm, it looks like it has vinyl tyres. It doesn't. It has plastic tyres. So that's great news for all of us, because vinyl tyres are horrible. You can't paint them. You can't do anything with them. Well, you can. I know you're going to fire at me now, but I prefer, me and probably 99% of the modelling community would prefer resin or plastic wheels rather than vinyl tyres. But there we are, 3 schemes in there. They're all green. It's all going to be quite boring. But it's quite a big model. And the boring schemes will be way outweighed by the beauty or the ugliness or whatever of this wonderful truck. So cannot wait to see that. Here we have the Ferret Scout car being re-released with new parts, and you can still get the old one as well. So that's the Mark 1 and there's the Mark 2. We've got the Ace Austin K2 ambulance, which is absolutely beautiful. Built that one, loved it, 35th scale. Really, really enjoyed that. Full build on my channel if you want to see it. And then here we have it's based on the same chassis. We have the British Army truck, and then we have the Cromwell Mark 4, Mark 6. Again in 35th scale. Vintage classics, here we go. Right, so reintroduction. So this is being reintroduced with the same schemes as it had when it was originally released. We've got the Hudson here, which is reintroduction. The P1127, that was re-released last year, and it's been very, very popular. I think they've done a rerun of it. I think it way outsold expectations. And the Lockheed Hudson, they're beautiful little aircraft. And then here we've got the 72nd scale Jaguar. So it's not going to be as nice as the 48 scale because it's brand new tooling, but if you want a 72nd scale, there you go. They've reintroduced the Puma in 72nd scale, and they've reintroduced the Hamden, which was reintroduced last year. This is a new one due in the summer, 144 scale Boeing Clipper, beautiful model. I think I've got that on order. And then here's something that was released last year. It was the Bristol Super Freighter. And then down here we've got the Airfix display stands. We have vintage classics again. So this is 76 scale. We've got the Churchill, we've got the Panther, we've got the 25-pounder field gun and quad truck. We've got the Stug 3, We have the SDKFC 234, the Bren gun carrier and 6-pounder anti-tank gun, AEC Matador, love that truck, and 5.5-inch gun, and the World War One mail tank Mark 1, and they're all in 76. As I said, they're all classics, they're old kits. And then here we have a Russian T-34, we have a Scammell tank transporter, a Buffalo and a Willys MB Jeep, and then we have the Bofors 40mm gun and tractor. So these are all beautiful kits from your childhood memories. And then we've got the LCM3 and the Sherman, a Panzer IV, a German reconnaissance set, so that's a little Kübelwagen, and an SDKFC 222. And then we have a Pak 40 gun and truck, and then an 88mm gun and tractor. I remember building that many times when I was a youngster. And then we have all our figures here, again all in 76 scale. And then we have some more here, again 76 scale. And then here, Airfix do 30-second scale, you see. So what we need is aircraft and vehicles to go with these figures, don't we? Don't we, guys? That's what we need. Yeah. Yeah. We need a nice 30-second scale Beaufort in 30-second scale. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. And a 30-second scale Avro Anson tooled up from your 48, please, Airfix. Here we have a 70-second scale reintroduction of the Vosper MTB. Beautiful torpedo boat. Lovely kit, may well get that one. This is very, very reasonably priced. If you go and look at the Airfix website, that is about half the price of that. It's almost like they got it wrong, but take advantage, get yourself one. That's the RAF Rescue launch. And then here we have, this was a kit I loved when I was a kid, the German E-boat. I'll probably get one of those for posterity. I loved that kit when I was a kid. Go nice against your next year Revell Chanel boot, wouldn't it? And then we've got HMS Ark Royal, 1/600 scale, lovely looking ship. And then we got HMS Ajax, HMS Victorious, and HMS Belfast, and these are all available now. So beautiful 1/600 scale kits. I was thinking actually, if they wanted to revamp these, what they could do is just leave the original hull tooling and just give us new tooling for all the superstructure and that, because that's what makes it all sharp. That'd be great. I think a lot of people would love that. We've got HMS Hood and Bismarck. Funny they got those together. HMS Iron Duke, all in 600th, and they're coming over the page 1/180th, so these were like box scales to keep them all about the same size. We've got HMS Victory, still available. That kit must have been around since, I don't know, since whenever. And then 144 scale, we've got Vasa there, beautiful ship. I think that was Airfix's last galleon, was it? I think. And then here we've got a technical index. So here we've got all the different liveries for the aircraft, giving you all the different air forces they are from. We've got keys to flags here, and then here we've got this is all the kits now. So you've got your actual kits here. They're giving you the actual size, the number of pieces, the skill level, and the flying hours you get on there. So they haven't given you a scale for these because they're not scaled. These are the quick build cars and that, but the P-51 and the D-Day Spitfire, they've told you they're 1/35th scale. No, they're not. the Sherman and the Tiger are. That's a bit weird. There's a bit of a misprint there. You don't have a D-Day Spitfire in 35th or a P-51D Mustang in 35th. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. Page 15. Is that the spelling mistake? I'm just going to clear this up a second. J6016. J6045, yeah, okay, so they've got Spitfire there and they've got Mustang. So, yeah, the actual Tiger tank and the Sherman tank are J6042 and 041. They're 35th scale. Okay, so those 35th scale should be up there, not there. So don't go fooling yourself and thinking you can get a 35th scale. If you want a 35th scale Spitfire, you have to go to Border Model. There you go. So we've got starter sets down here, all listed again with all the lengths and everything, and all the page number where you'll find it, the skill level, everything. That's really, really cool. So that's really nice. They're also telling you if it's new mold, reintroduction, whatever. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. That's great to see. Well done, Airfix. Nice index of all your kits there. So that's cool. And then here we've got license acknowledgements. So is Bedford here? I don't see Bedford. Pagani, I know they've got Pagani because I'm about to do the Pagani Utopia from Pocker in 1/8 scale. So that'll be nice. And don't forget, guys, if you are around, 29th of January at lunchtime, 12 p.m. lunchtime, there's going to be an announcement of something new. It is all it says on the Pocker website is something is coming. So have a look at that one. There'll be a YouTube video, I'm sure. I believe something on their website. So we got here we got Humbrol for all your modelling needs. So there's your primers and your paints and your decor fixers and fillers and tapes and everything. So that's all in there. So the Humbrol acrylics, you love them or you hate them. A lot of people love them. And then you've got Humbrol enamels, which I think are absolutely brilliant. I've got Humbrol enamels in my drawer over here, and some of them must be 40 years old, even 45 years old, and they're still usable. Unbelievable, brilliant paints, fantastic for brush painting. You've got your acrylic spray paints there, and then you've got your metal coat sprays, and then we've got washes. They're oil-based enamel washes, so that's cool. They're like professional washes, so you can use them over your acrylic paints, but do not use them over enamel paints. If you use enamel paints to paint your model, if you put them on, you'll take all the enamel paint off. So only use them over acrylic paints. Smart mud. Got some weathering powders, paint pens. And then we've got liquid poly cement, all the different cements down here, all available from Humbrol. And then here we've got varnishes. These are all, they're water-based, so they're acrylics. These I think are enamel, they're solvent-based, okay? They're acrylic, they're enamel. Alright, so enamel thinners, acrylic thinners, and there are different bits and pieces there. You have to go and get yourself the catalogue, have a good read of it all, and then it'll all be clear to you what it all is. Here we've got some little modelling sets, workstations, some cutting sets and everything, paintbrushes, shade charts, masking tapes, and then here we've got all the different product charts with all the different applications, drying times, how to clean, surface suitability. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. You know, I don't think any other company does this in one catalogue, so brilliant. Well done to you, Airfix, fair play. And here we got scale scenics. So these are all your different scenics for your railways or your dioramas or whatever, all your different grasses and stones and rocks and whatever you want to use. So there we go, guys. So that has been a quick look through, well not so quick, through the Airfix 2025 catalogue. As I say, everybody's got their opinions on what they think of Airfix's releases this year, but please just remember, you know, we don't want to see the comments inundated with, oh, not another Spitfire, that sort of thing. As I say, Airfix are a company, they have to make money, they have to produce kits that people want. They've been accused for years of not listening to what people want. I know for a fact they've been asked for that Jaguar forever, and there's a few other bits and pieces they've been asked for. They've been asked to bring back the Lynx, they've been asked to bring back the B17. There's a lot they've been asked for. They've been asked for this. I know for a fact they've been asked for the space stuff. No one's asked for Artemis. No one expected that. But I know that they've been asked to bring back this because basically what happens, guys, and even if you don't want to buy it, if you don't want to build it, go and get yourself one of these. Get yourself that Saturn V, get it in the post, perhaps open it, check it's all there, and then stick it away in a cupboard. And in a few years' time, it'll be worth a fortune because they'll bring it out, they'll only make so many, and then they'll be stupid money. Same with this one. Okay, so because the Revell one isn't a very nice kit at all. Hopefully this one's nicer. I'm just get myself one and see what it's like. But surely the aftermarket are going to jump all over it. We'll have full tile decal sets and everything for it. But yeah, as I say, I've already got one of these, and I bought it purely because I thought in a few years it would go up in value. And then I thought, nah, I'm not going to. I've opened it up. I've done a review of it, and it's a lovely, lovely model. The command module is too small. What happened was the command service module was too small in diameter, and the command service module is the bit at the top there. It's the last straight bit, and then you've got the cone at the end, and that's the command module. Now the command module and the command service module were obviously made to go together like that. the command module was too small. So they made the command module, sorry, the CSM, the command service module, was too small. So they made it bigger, but they didn't make the command module bigger. But that's okay, because when you actually display the model on its stand, it's going to have the BPC, the blast protected cover, over the front anyway, with the big long pointed nose with the ejectors jets in it. So it's going to cover it up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But that's the only issue with it. But they corrected it, so we've all got what we want now. But there we are, looking beautiful. But they've done some changes to the paints, and they've done some changes to the decals apparently. So I must speak very nicely to Dale and see if I can buy the new decal set, so that when I come to build it, it's almost like I'm building a new kit. Or maybe just buy the other one. Who knows? Anyway, there we go. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you all soon. Bye for now.